One of the ideas I live my life by, if it's important to me, I'll make the time. If not, I'll make an excuse. And one of the ways that
Yeah,
we know
that's
what's really important in our lives is actually how we're spending our time.
Coming up. Oh, it's okay, jump.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi, this is Marie. Who's this?
I'm Ralitsa. Hi.
Hi, you're on the Marie TV call-in show with myself and Gregory and Team Forleo, and we are so excited to talk with you today.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Finally.
Tell us what's happening and we'll do our very best to help you out.
I just want to say that I'm really excited to be on the show and that I'm really inspired by you. And recently, I've been watching all your series and like the past ones, and they've been such an inspiration for me and helped me a lot with a lot of my questions and lots of my doubts and everything. So thank you very much
Oh,
for
you're so
being there for so
welcome.
many people.
You're so welcome. Thank you for
Uh,
watching. So what's happening right now? And we'll see if we can be even more helpful.
So just a bit of background. So I currently work in consultancy. Like I've been working for the past few years,
Mm-hmm.
and during my whole life, I wanted to start my own business. And even like all my friends always say, "Oh, you keep saying you want to start your business, and so just do it." And I have so many different ideas. Even when I travel to work, I just keep like dreaming and having ideas how to improve people's life, but I feel like something is holding me back, and I'm scared that this is my anxiety and lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
That is like it's the reason why I'm keep snoozing my dreams, and I feel like I'm not expert in anything just because the consulting is a bit a broad term, so you help with different projects and different stuff. But
Sure.
I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm really keen to start something, but I feel like my confidence and anxiety are the reasons why I'm not starting. And my question that I ask myself every day is, how can I build up my self-confidence, and how can I get better at taking risks?
Yeah.
Because starting your business is a bit like, should I start, or should I keep my full-time job that is giving me some sort of security,
Yes.
or should I just go and see as what's going to happen? And if it's not successful, I'm always like trying to see the pros and cons, and sometimes I feel like because I don't believe in myself enough to start something and say, yeah, I believe in my idea and I will do it, even if it fails, at least I'm going to learn something.
Yes.
So yeah.
I hear you. And I think that focusing on your confidence and risk taking is not going to be a fruitful path. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think is a fruitful path. I have an option, but there are many, many, many options. So here's my answer for you, my love. Since you've never started a business before, but based on how you're talking about it and how excited you get, and oh my goodness, you have so many ideas and you've been talking about this for years, part of what the challenge is for you, I don't think you have a group of friends or any type of structure to help you actually start a business. It's kind of like thinking, oh my goodness, I really want to learn how to dance, or I really want to play a particular sport, but it feels so overwhelming if you've never actually done it before, or if you don't have a bunch of people who are really experienced in that kind of dance or playing that particular sport. It's just all overwhelming. And then so all you do is spend all day thinking like, well, why am I not confident enough to just start, or how do I get started? And obviously starting a business is a little different because there are financial implications, there are implications around scarcity and survival and your career and your identity and all these things. So here's my recommendation. Girl, you need some structure and you need a community. So obviously, I don't know how long you've been kind of engaging with our work, but we have a program called B School that if it's the right fit for
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you should join the next time it comes around. But even if that's not right for you, we need to get you into an environment and get you some structure so that you can take all these beautiful ideas that you have and start putting them through some tests so that you can validate and understand, well, which of these ideas has the most highest chance for success and which doesn't. How can I dip my toe in the water? and start testing ideas even before I want to leave my job. By the way, one of the things that you might have found out from watching some of our past shows with Marie TV, I'm really not a huge fan for most people of just like quitting their full-time job and starting a
Yeah.
business unless they
Yeah.
are just so clear internally and externally that this is what they must do. In fact, there's some studies out there
Yeah.
that say we're actually 33% less likely to fail if we keep our full-time job and we start a business on the side. So there's some research to back up the slow and steady approach. But most importantly, I think you need structure and you need community. It's so much easier to enter a new world when you have other people to talk to, other people that are on the path, that have either done it before or they're doing it now, people that you can connect with and that can share the journey with you. So again, I'll invite you to take a look at B-School whenever that's available next, but there could be local programs that you can find, other opportunities to get yourself around an entrepreneurial environment, and then some type of commitment where you can put some skin in the game, which is why I like B-School, so that you've got a reason to show up, so that you have something that can help you take these beautiful ideas that are in your mind and actually put them into practice and start actually seeing results. Clarity comes from engagement, not thought, right? Like, is this idea going to work?
Yeah.
Well, let's test it. Let's find out. And if it doesn't work, doesn't mean you're a failure. You're not supposed to be an entrepreneur. It just may mean you had the wrong idea or the wrong market picked out, all kinds of good stuff. But that's my suggestion for you. I don't think you should focus on trying to build your confidence or trying to learn how to take better risks. I think you need to get yourself some structure and a community, and that'll handle 90% of it.
Yeah, I think that's very important. And I've always thought that because I live in London and London is like really easy. There are so many different events that I can just
Yes.
attend, people that are actually just much more like into entrepreneurship and business building. And I don't know if it's an excuse or it's just I can't find time to get. But yeah, I think you're very right that I just need to start talking with different people, and this will build a lot and make myself more clear about what's going on around. And
That's right.
yeah.
And, you mentioned something like, I don't know if it's an excuse. One of the ideas I live my life by, if it's important to me, I'll make the time. If not, I'll make an excuse. And one of the ways that
Yeah,
we know
that's
what's really important in our lives is actually how we're spending our time. So without judgment or without self-beration, you might want to just take a look at your calendar and say, well, how much time am I devoting to this entrepreneurship thing that I say is so important to me? And if you find that it's little to none, besides just talking to yourself about it in your mind, you might want to take a step back and go, is it really that important to me? And if so, I need to start aligning what I say is important with my actions in the real world on a consistent basis. And by the way, if it's not what you want to do anymore, that's cool too. Entrepreneurship is amazing, but it's not for everyone. What is important is that you know what's important to you and that you're spending your time and your energy every single day in alignment with your dreams.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That was so helpful and completely changed the way I see things. And I'm not just saying it just
Aw.
because it's you. It's honestly, it's just changed completely the way I see things.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Well, keep
And
us posted and we'll be here for you. We'll be here to support you. We'd love to hear how it's coming along on your journey.
thank you very much. Thank you, and wish you all the best.
Yes. Bye, Raleigh.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.
So sweet.
I also agree with her because the first thing that when I heard that is I was like, oh, she needs to do some esteemable acts and build her confidence up. So I love that you offered the exact flip side to that, because like when I struggle with that personally, I'm like, okay, if I'm feeling lackluster, my confidence has subsided or faded away, maybe I need to be doing some things that are going to boost it a little bit. But your take on that of surrounding yourself and establishing community and structure is something I've never thought about. And I'm like, wow, imagine all these ideas floating in my head. Mm-hmm. If I just had a friend or a community to just throw them out to and hear them back, imagine what could be possible after that.
Well, I think what's really cool, and I always go back to fitness analogies because I feel like they're very applicable to almost every area of our life. Like you can be like, oh, I'm going to do a workout today. And yeah, you could do it from your house. But the moment you put yourself in a group fitness class and there's all these other people around and there's an instructor that's taking you through specific steps, you're like, oh, I can do this. All of a sudden, rather than doing like a 15-minute kind of shitty workout, you're doing this hour-long thing that, you might be out of breath, but you're like, oh my God, I did it. So the power of community and the power of surrounding ourselves and having some kind of structure. Again, for Raleigh, if you're still listening, or even for you, it's like, that's why I created B School, because people need something that's step by step. Again, if you're not into B School, cool, but you can find another program that actually teaches you the baselines of business so you understand how to think about it, what you need to test, the things you need to do first, second, third, and fourth to give yourself the highest chances of success. No one has a business crystal ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one can predict what's going to work and what's not going to work, but there are timeless principles that if you follow them, you're going to give yourself a much higher success rate than if you don't. Hey, are you ready to bring your dream business to life? Is it finally time to make the difference you were born to make? Good, because we can help. Get started now at joinbschool.com.